Hi everyone, this is Anne from the Best Family Outdoor Show. Today we are gonna go through an infill. An infill is a house that has been built on land that had a smaller house. The builders tear it down and they build a big infill. That's what it means when people say infill in Calgary, okay? So we're gonna go through this house. We're then gonna go outside and show you an example of an infill and an older house that got knocked down and got rebuilt. Okay, so let's start here. We have a closet upon entering the house. We have our stuff in there, but it's a decent size. There's a nice area here, so there's room for a seat so you can sit down and put your shoes on. If you walk over to here, you have a nice dedicated dining room area. This table here probably fits 12 people. You can see the extra chairs there, so you can have a really nice dinner party in this house. Now let's move to the main attraction. As you can see, just from looking down here, this whole infill is an open concept infill, okay? So it looks really big. It looks really small on the outside, I can show you that later. But if you go in, it's all open concept, and you have a beautiful kitchen as the centerpiece. It has quartz countertops. It has a 5 gas burner stove, so you can cook 5 things at the same time. It has a nice range here where it's, nice glass, backslash all the way to the top, and beautiful cabinets here. All these cabinets, the newer houses are usually built so that it would close very softly and quietly. And this cool feature has the dark cabinets on this side and the white cabinets on the right side, as you can see here. Has a super quiet dishwasher, very high-end appliances for the time when this house was first built. And you have this 2 stove option where the microwave is also a stove. Now, a very nice feature here, built into the cabinets. Okay, and now you move into this living room. Very spacious living room. Look at this. Very, very spacious. You have 3 big couches, or 2 big couches here and 1 single couch that fits very nicely. You have a fireplace here. As you can see, there's automatic switches that turns on the fireplace. You just have to wait a bit. It's going to turn on now after it warms up. And then you move on to the closet space. And this is for the back door. Now they have this here in Calgary because now you're in an infill, right? So the land is smaller. So they build a garage in the back. So this is called an infill, but technically it's called a lane home because the garage is in the back. There's a lane in the back and there's a garage.
This is what you call laneway parking in Calgary. I mean, the house that we're showing you is in the middle somewhere, but you would drive in here and park your car.
Yeah. And then you have a nice patio, so nice outdoor space. We can go out there later to show you more. But the great thing about having a house in the inner city is that the land is zoned for a 2-unit residential house. So that means that you can actually build a home on top of your garage if you wanted to in the future. Okay, so you have the controls here for the house. There's a ventilation fan. As you saw in the previous video, this is common for Calgary area because you want to take the stale air out of the home. So now you have the washroom. It's a 2-piece washroom. It's a half bath. It has a nice toilet as well as a sink area with black quartz countertops to give you the contrast. And as you can see, it's pretty spacious. So let's now move on and go upstairs. Nice roomy staircase for you to go up. I've been in homes where, especially if it's an older home, but in case this is a new home, where the staircase is so narrow, it's so scary to go down. But in this case, they build these homes with pretty wide stairs. So now let's move to the master first. Okay? As you can see, look how big this master bedroom is. It's big. It fits here, probably a king size bed, but this one's a queen bed. It's really spacious, look. Okay, beautiful, windows to let all the light in. Here's a patio door. As you can see, a nice patio to enjoy the downtown scenes. Here you can see downtown there. The trees are kind of blocking it, but it's still very relaxing up here. Okay, so that's the master bedroom. Let's now go into the master washroom or master bathroom. Okay, you can see the black contrast quartz that follows up along to the bathrooms with the white countertops. 2 sinks. Here is the jetted bathtub. Now this is out of order, but it's a nice feature to have, especially if you want to relax in the evening when you come home from work. And here is the walk-in shower. It has 2 jets. So one up here and one right there. So that's why there's 2 knobs here. Pretty nice if you want like a nice rain shower. Okay, and what I really like about this washroom is that there is the toilet and there is room for a bidet, which they installed here. So that comes really in handy if you like that kind of stuff. Okay, so now you have this walk-in closet. It has a lot of shelf space on the top as well as here. This is all custom. And you have places to hang your clothes right here. Nice window. Okay, so now let's move on to the hallway where we're gonna see the other bedrooms and the other washroom. So nice open space here. It's a good spot for reading, helping your kids with homework. There's a table here that's built in. I think this is a really nice environment with a nice big window here. And it's, I don't know, I think it's tinted. What do you say? It's blurry?
Frosted.
It's frosted for privacy. I guess it's because it's right in front of the washroom there. But, really nice area to do your homework, do your work from home, as well as this cabinet area to put all your linens. Fold your clothes here. Because this is where the laundry is. Right here. And it also has built-in cabinets here. So as you can see, it's really functional. It has everything close together that makes sense. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the washroom that is shared with the 2 bedrooms that you're gonna see shortly. But it has a nice shower right here. Toilet, of course, and again, the black quartz countertop with the white cabinets. But in this case, it only has 1 sink, which is okay. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the 2nd bedroom. It has a huge window, which is a very nice feature, and a walk-in closet. There you don't have to really share it with your kids because, they have a walk-in closet. They can have like storage here. It can even have a dresser here. So it's pretty nice, pretty big. Okay, so let's move on to the 3rd bedroom. This 3rd bedroom is welcome with a big window, as you can see here, looking over the backyard. And it also has a walk-in closet. Okay, so let's head down to the basement. Now it's important to mention that this house is a detached home. That's why you have the extra windows on the side. Most infills in Calgary are attached, so they're in Ontario you would call them semi-detached, but in this case, this is a detached home with windows on the side. So let's in more light. Before we go downstairs, I want to show you this cool feature in this house. If you turn the knob here, this control is actually the control for surround sound speakers all through the house. Now, different parts of the house have different controls. So as you can see, that was just to control the living room. Now in the backyard, it has its own speakers and own control. So you can put it up. You can't hear it because it's outside, of course, but you can have a nice background or backyard barbecue, and you can turn the music up. Okay, so let's go downstairs now. You're welcome with a big living room, family area. You see this huge. This place can probably fit another big couch. You have a TV here, and a very, very nice bar area with a wine fridge right here. Very nice. So if you're into beer and wine, you're watching TV, playing games down here, you can grab a beer. This sink will allow you to wash the cups that you can put up here. And you're greeted with, again, the white countertops and the black cabinets or the dark brown cabinets, just like in the upstairs kitchen. You know, this house has a really nice flow in terms of the cabinets and the countertops that they're using. Okay, so let's head on here. As you can see, as I mentioned, this is throughout the house, right? So this is the controls for the basement. There's also one upstairs, but I didn't show that. Okay, you have the other washroom here. And what they did with this washroom in the basement is they changed the theme. They use white countertops and brown cabinets, unlike upstairs. So I like the change in color, just because it gives the house a little bit of character. Now you have the washroom here with the tiles all the way to the top. So let's head out and we'll visit the other bedrooms. In this case, the house is set up with an additional bedroom. So this one is the 4th bedroom, but in technicality, this is actually a den because it doesn't have a closet. So you can actually use this as a nice den office. And of course, it has these beautiful big windows in the basement. That is very rare for Ontario, like windows this big. However, this is common for a house in Calgary that is rebuilt as an infill, okay? As you can see, like this part here, the ceilings are not that high, but as you'll see in the hallway, and as you probably saw in the living room, there's usually 9-foot ceilings in the basement. Okay, so let's head on to the next bedroom. So this is the 5th bedroom. Technically, there's only 4 bedrooms in this house, but we use the other one as the 5th bedroom. So here's the big windows, as you can see. Again, they try to make the ceilings high. Of course, there's some low areas in the basement. Well, this one has a dual option where you can adjust it from the bottom and you can adjust it from the top there, but I have to go to the other side. Yeah, but it's a nice feature. This is available in Calgary. I don't know if it's available in other places, but it's a nice feature if you want privacy. And here, there's a closet. It's a pretty big closet. It has shelves on the top, so it allows for storage. And as you can see, 9 feet ceilings. So this actually goes all the way to the top, 9 feet. So that you can actually put something really tall here if you wanted to, but I mean, I'm short, so I wouldn't be able to use the full height anyways. Okay, and I think that's it for the basement, but as you can see up here, as I mentioned, 9 feet ceilings. Okay, well, canvassing to show the furnace room. You have this furnace here. Okay, and we're back in the living room. And as you can see, it feels really comfortable because of the high ceilings and the big windows. In most basements that I see in Ontario, because Hen and I did live in Ontario before, the windows were so small, it just seemed like a creepy basement everywhere we go. But you have these big windows. And that's standard throughout all of Calgary, especially if it's a new home. Location is a very important factor when choosing your house. Location can cost you between 100 to 200 grand, depending where you are within the inner city. In this case, it's a 15-minute walk to downtown Calgary. We'll put in some scenes where we're walking from this house all the way to downtown. It's a beautiful pathway dedicated for bikes and walk.
We're gonna now do a walk that we used to do a lot. Used to do this walk a lot. Ready? I'm not ready, but I'm gonna have to come back up. It's pretty slippery. I don't know if I'm gonna fall on my face today. City Line Bridge. And here we are, Prince Islands Park. So it's a very good place to walk. You just look at the ground, it's really easy to walk. It's easy to bike. You want to bring your kids here and learn the bike is really good too, because from this slight slope. If you look here, lots of vegetation in the summer. It's pretty green in the summer. Today it's more frost. We're gonna hang it right. There's a center street view.
Here you have an example of an older, smaller home. And as you can see, the land is a pretty decent size. So builders buy this, which is like fairly cheap. They tear it down and they build an infill. Here are some more modern homes that are infills. And as you can see, it's a semi-detached. However, in Calgary, they call them infills. And people don't really have a problem with attached homes in Alberta. However, I know in Ontario, people are really kind of picky about, having a semi-detached versus a detached home. The value doesn't really change that much. It may be by a couple of grand, like maybe a 30 to 40 to even 50 grand. And as you can, this one here, right here, this one right here in the back of you, this one is a detached home. That's an infill. These are very rare here in Calgary. Usually they're semi-detached. But this, as you can see, is a detached home. Okay, so that's the tour of this downtown centrally located Calgary home, which is probably valued around $850 to $900 depending on what time you're looking at purchasing a house. The market fluctuates a little bit, but generally you can get an infill for around $800,000, $900,000 in Calgary, depending on the features that it has. But I hope you enjoyed this tour. This will give you an idea of, what kind of house you can buy if you want to move to Calgary. If you're from Ontario, BC, you can still afford this beautiful home and still have some money left over to enjoy your life. Or live comfortably. You don't even have to work for a couple of years. You can also start a business. So that's the end of the tour. I hope you like this house. And remember to like and subscribe and leave some comments if you have any questions about living in Calgary, about infills, whatever you want, or even contest suggestions. Until next time, bye.